Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Let's see. Just see the hey there, Jill. Let's see. I'm a bit old. What does WSG mean again? I looked it up once and I keep forgetting. Let's see. Okay. Let me get Studio open. Guessing a greeting from the context. What's good? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you. So what's good? Hopefully this stream. Um, Thank you, Desiree. Let's see hopefully it'll stick this time. Mhm. Okay, so today we are going to work on the hair import system and hopefully create some dynamic textures. Yeah, so let's pop open everything. Jump scare warning, you're about to see C sharp code. I know, horrifying. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. It'll be over soon. Okay. All right. We're safe. You can open your eyes now. I know. Terrifying stuff. Um, yeah. It could have been worse though. I have some Rust projects, and that would have gotten me for sure banned from traumatizing so many people. Let's see. Okay, so we got that running. Let's get the terminals up and going again. So, Roho. File util. I know there's got to be a way to like actually preset have these created. I'm just actually let me look it up right now. How to have VS Code run a create a terminal command on workspace open. All right, so we can ask ChatGPT. In VS Code. So tasks.json. Okay, so let's try this again. So we're gonna have a tasks.json. Okay. Okay, so let's run my command, type shell, folder open. All right. Run on. Okay, so run my command. Will the UI be worked on after the code is completed? So funnily enough, we're actually going to be creating UI with code. Yeah, y'all aren't escaping the code, unfortunately. Okay, so file util shell command file util run. Okay, so roho serve. Format document. Okay, let's see. So we're just going to be building up things across the board for the most part. All right, so scripts, source map, command, file util run, source map default.json, cell, problem matcher, this background. Okay, so let's just let's I'm just gonna so I'm just gonna do a run on save. Where is that at? Okay, run on save. Let's go through and add workspace recommendations. Okay, so installed. Let's see, we could add workspace recommendation. Add workspace recommendation. Add to workspace recommendation. Yeah, it's probably add to workspace recommendation. Add to workspace recommendation. All right, cool. Okay, well, we're building out our workspace. Hey there, Zawa. Welcome. It's been all right. It's been all right. Yeah, just mostly working on C# contracts, which I enjoy C# as a language. I think it makes a lot more sense to me. Uh, the statically typed languages just feel right to me. I don't know how I feel about the all the object-oriented stuff though. The whole namespace pattern just feels so messy. You need to just like dump an entire environment into yours. I can understand wanting it as, sort of a default, but it just feels, I don't know, it's going to take some time for me to get used to. And by time, I mean, I've already been using it for 8 months, so probably on the span of years. Okay, so code runner, so you run on save. Where did that go? There it is. Okay, so let's just copy this in. Settings. Okay. Nice, nice. What do you write? What am I working on now in the city? So I'm not actually working on anything city related right now. Funnily enough. The yeah, I am currently working on. Okay, so type. So extension false. Extension run on save. Can I set the shell? Where do I set the shell at? Shell. Okay. Yeah. Hey there, Wolf Gamer. Welcome. Yeah, I'm not working on any city stuff right now, Zawa. I'm currently just making. I'm currently doing getting the hair into the game. So that's going to be fun. Okay, so Rojo source map default project JSON output source map. Okay, so hopefully, Luau. Now let's check output. save. Okay, let's just try this. Running on save command, created source map. Beautiful. I know that the plugin technically has this built in. I've seen it. It just doesn't work sometimes. I don't know if I'm messing it up, but yeah, I should make a bug report, honestly. But yeah. So right now we have these hair. And what we are going to do is we are going to make we're going to do a few things. First one is uh, we're going to take these um, different hair styles and add and make them monocolor to allow for recoloring. Yeah, we're going to be keeping right now we're going to try to get as much hair into the game as possible. Um, yeah, so let's see. I don't really need tags right now. View, explore. There it is. Okay. So let's accept. Beautiful. Um, I'm gonna add a few scripts. Um, match. So we're gonna have sudo enum dot toml run sudo enum build. Yay. And what else? Boot. Okay, so that's boot build. Boot.toml should run boot build. What other things here? Git ignore, foreman, stylua, tarmac, wally. Okay. Um, Wally.toml should do, let's see, so scripts workspace wally install.sh. All right, cool. Cool. So let's actually, I'm gonna let's try to command reload window, see how many of these work. Nice. It looks like it has, looks like the tasks more or less worked. That's cool. Yay, automation. Um, Let me add the setting, view preferences, configure, okay, format, editor format on save. Yes. All right, beautiful. Copy setting as JSON. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so last stream basically has been me working on this stuff where um, it basically queries uh, a bunch of different things. Like we literally have where is it? It's in data. We literally have a bunch of hair data, just like a ton of it. 542 hairs. We have 542 hairs lined up. And so now what we're going to do is we are going to load that, hopefully, into the to this stuff. I'm just gonna do some nonsense here because this is getting a bit silly. Yeah, I don't know why it thinks this isn't allowed, but whatever. Okay, so now replicated storage. Have you designed the suit editor UI? Not necessarily. I have some ideas as to how I'm going to do it, and I have some UI frameworks that I'm going to use. Is making an avatar saver easy? Yes and no. Yes, in the sense that if you did it the simplest way possible, it's not that difficult. But if the more efficiently you want to do it, the harder it gets. I'd say I'm doing it about as hard as you could probably do it without literally doing like binary level stuff. But I'm trying to get a lot of efficiency. Um, and because with more efficiency means y'all can store more suits. And so that'll be very valuable. Let's see, what else? Connect to Rojo. All right, so now we can close these packages. Player data, assets. Okay, yeah, so this is the first thing. So let's just see what happens. Okay, it recognizes, it gets all that stuff. Cool. Create hair accessories. Okay, let's make this, let's get a name for the hair folder name. Well, hair folder name equals hair folder name. How about let's just go with hair. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, if the folder exists, then we'll look for it. Otherwise, okay, local hair folder parent equals workspace. So if get hair folder parent, okay, local function get hair folder. Is there a reason this is under here? Can I do that? Can I just move it up here? Okay, we want to keep these as decoupled as possible. Can you design the suit? Let's see. Yeah, no, we're gonna get a lot of hair out of this. Like we're gonna get like 500 or so hair pieces. Um, yeah, we're just setting up a workflow to make it as easy to add new ones as possible. So long as it's made by Roblox, it's definitely doable. I prefer monocolored hairs, but we might very well tackle that in the workflow. Let's see. So create hair accessories. So create hair accessories. All right. So with create hair accessories, why is that not allowed? Import type made. Okay. Let's see. I want to see my suits. I mean, really, the thing is, most of my suits are just the presets. Like they were literally just taken from my account. So they're not they're not too interesting, I don't think. Get if dead. Okay, we're going to have that again. Local function, get if dead. Okay, so if not get if dead, get if dead. Okay, so now where's the get if dead function? Okay, here it is. Local function get if dead, and we can just pass that back. And instead, okay, so create hair accessories, get if dead, made. If hair folder parent, find first child, hair folder name, then, so what we're going to do is we're going to only try to run all of this stuff if we're only going to try to make all the hair accessories if the hair folder doesn't exist. Let's see. Trying to think what else we'd want to possibly do. Okay, so now what the next thing is we have to find a way to make a mesh part. Let's choose a random hair. Let's see. Okay, here's the hair. Okay, game, get service, insert service, load asset. So let's load this asset and then put it into the parent. Expected, incomplete statement, expected, oh yeah, parent equals workspace. Okay, so what, okay. What's the new edit? We might have to do editable meshes with this. That'll be annoying. So add totally not, nah, it's all good, Wolf. Thank you. Oh, you're talking to him. Sorry, my bad. I'm not good at reading a room. Let's see. File. Well, okay, so what should it called? It's editable mesh. Okay, so we're just going to use editable meshes for right now. Editable mesh, asset surface. Okay, so let's see. Let me try. Okay, so import service, asset service. Okay, so let's try to save place async, prompt create asset, get full name, get asset IDs for package, create mesh part async. Okay, yeah, so create mesh part async. Function, how about modernize, or how about special mesh to mesh part? Textured special mesh to surface appearance mesh part. Perfect. Okay, so part, base part, and it will return a mesh part and surface appearance. Let's just have it return the mesh part because the surface appearance will be under it. So this is verbose. How about let's change this to That's fine. Okay, we'll just do the best we can. Okay, so for I, V, and I pairs accessory get descendants do special mesh. Okay, so how's it even texture these? So it's okay, so it looks like, are there any things that are not just handles? They're all just handles, right? Okay, so special mesh, create mesh part, sync. All right, so let's iterate through every single part under it. If V is a special mesh, then end. Okay, part equals, okay, so now the parent equals accessory. So create special mesh part async. So special mesh dot get is okay. It's a string. So what special mesh ID, and mesh part equals that. Return mesh part. All right. So from there we will be. It's so funny that like this is the boring segment to everyone else because this is the part which people actually pay for. You know, I guess that's why people pay for it because it's boring. But the no, the amount of drop off when it becomes just code, even though this is the part of the game that essentially makes it stand apart, I think, from the others. Like a lot of people can make a pretty map. In fact, Superhero 2 has literally had a community member make a very pretty map. But when it comes to the functionality, that's the reason that it all comes to life. And I think that, you know, it's just a bit funny to me how there's that disconnect uh, between it all. But I guess it's not too surprising. Everyone likes, eating pizza, but I don't know, nobody just sits around all day watching how pizza's made. Though that one might be a particularly boring. And I actually do enjoy the how it's made show. So maybe that's not a good example. Let's see, local surface appearance equals instance.new surface appearance. Surface appearance.parent equals mesh part. Local editable image equals instance. I guess let's use asset service again. Have you seen Fall of Heroes on Roblox? I have not. Is that a new game? I don't think I've heard of it either. Parent equals mesh part. So editable image, parent, da da da. So let's try this. Oh, no, have I been having it running? No, that's good. Okay. Um, Local parent equals special mesh stuff. Parent is a base part. Parent. Oh, I'm glad to see that they have some really good stuff. Here's how you get a million points from me. Is it their own stuff, or is it just, are they just making a DC Marvel game? Because I really respect, the people who go that extra mile to make stuff. I mean, don't be wrong. There are some good games that I enjoy that are not necessarily the most IP law compliant, but I really love seeing the types of games that go all out with that. Um, you know, and anyone who made a game that isn't IP law compliant, same here. I did not understand IP law till I was like 20. Uh, it, we're creative people on the internet, not yeah, it's just a DC and Marvel game. Sadly, oh well. Well, at least the audience likes it. I do encourage them to go that extra mile, make your own stuff. I think that the world's better for it. Like, remember Invincible? Imagine if Invincible was just another Superman comic? I don't think it'd hit the same. I think it'd be held back by that. But instead, it's one of my favorite shows right now. So I don't know. But yeah, but I mean, I guess to each their own. The right mesh part dot size equals parent dot size mesh part dot pivot offset equals parent dot pivot offset. Um, mesh part pivot to parent get pivot. Let's see. Is there any? I guess so. For IV and I pairs parent get children do if v dot parent equals mesh part. All right. Now mesh part name equals parent dot name. All right. I think that should be all we need to get this workflow running. Let's give it a shot. Cannot change parent of type touch transmitter. Okay. Oh, import service. Studio service. Import is property. Get Gizmodo. Get class icon. Get finals. What's the one studio history service? I know there's like a thing like um, so voxel physics. I think I put it here. Voxelize. Change history service. That's because that's what we do here. We change history. Um, let's see. So change history service. Where's that code go? Okay, so key, if key then, else, warn, failed to record. Okay, so let's try, let's just do a thing. Um, load accessory. Okay, so key, so load accessory. Let's just put all of these things here. So okay, create hair accessories. Modernize, modernize accessory texture. Okay, all right. Oh, cool. Hit history key equals try begin recording and then finish recording. Okay. Yay. Try begin recording. Key. Failed for. Cool. So the reason I do this is because it allows me to do Control Z, which I think will be valuable. Let's see. So what else? Create hair accessories. Okay, hair folder, get if dead. Accessory, load accessory. Okay, so where's the load accessory? There it is. Okay, so history key. And then down here, we put okay. Hey CJ, when will the stream end today? And also why import child and child import? I feel like we've gone over this already, the gaming zone. I'm not sure if your memory is just sore, but it's just a Lua Roblox hierarchy thing. But today we're probably going to be heading on for 3 hours. That's so another about 2 hours and 20 minutes. But yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way. So let's see, finish recording. What else is there? Is there any other things we might want to do? Change history. All right, change history, finish recording. No worries, the gaming zone. Happens to me all the time. All right, so let's try this now. Which of these is a, so we have pcall. Okay, we're just gonna wrap it that way. Keep things a little bit simpler. Okay. All right, hold up. What's going on here? Oh, did I not end it correctly? Is dead true for modernize accessory? Ah, whoops, I failed. I needed to put get if dead. Now we're just gonna have to watch as it goes through all of it. Oh well. Okay, so get if dead. See, at least can we see if the Control Z worked? Ah, dang. Okay, that didn't work either. All right. Oh well. So if we get, that's what we get for trying to have nice things. All right. I'm just gonna. Okay, so let's try this. So get if dead. And then that will allow me to check and not get if dead. Then we'll continue with that. Otherwise, though, I think we're just gonna have to import it from scratch again. Okay, so here we are importing these different hairstyles. Okay. So why is it failing here? What exactly is happening with these? So it's a mesh part, but it doesn't, is the mesh ID not loading? What's going on here? Okay, so that part's working. Let's see. Let's roll back on the editable image part, and instead just go with surface appearance dot was it color map? Color map equals that. So surface appearance dot color sounds interesting. Surface appearance dot color. What's that refer to? Hmm. Maybe new thing on the horizon. Yeah. So for me, it is about 5:43 p.m. I'm in Brazil right now. So color map, a special texture ID. Okay, so let's try this again. Um, let's see. If is dead, then return end. If is dead, then return end. Okay, so we're just going to check this. Create hair accessories. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Import hair. Okay. So we have the hairs. Okay, now let's run it again. See if we can get. Wait, I think I'm figuring out what the issue is. Never mind, I figured it out, y'all. I'm forgetting to delete the handle. I need to delete the parent. Um, okay, so load accessory. Okay, so parent special parent destroy. Okay, so this should hopefully fix all of this stuff. Now, the reason I'm converting it to mesh parts is because it leads to in theory, higher performance and some flexibility with actually modifying stuff later on. Okay, so for instance, let's see. Yeah, no, this is looking nice. Um, let's see, is there like a hair texture that we want to do? Fabric. Let's see. Fabric, and then okay, let's actually check for hair or fur. Let's see. Is there a good fur one? Oh well. But yeah, okay. So this looks, out of curiosity, I'm gonna try. Let's try doing um, the texture thing. Let's try doing that auto texture. Um, okay, so What was it? Editable mesh. Okay, so let's see with this one right here. Let's ask it to give a. Oh wow, I should have known. Life wouldn't be that easy. Okay. Trying to remember, how does size equals special mesh dot scale. Let's try that again. Okay. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. This texture really did mess up though. Okay, we're gonna have it. We're gonna try the texture generator. Okay, let's see if this works good. Um, Spiky hair, brown. Apply. Let's see how does that look? Well, how did it apply it? Hold on. Oh, it's taking. Wow, it's taking a long time. Is CJ my real name? I mean, my full name is Christopher James. So yes, it is CJ, but my parents call me Chris. Um, Professionally, though, most people know me as CJ. I'll be honest, yo, I don't think I'm going to be using this. I'm not necessarily opposed to AI art workflows, but this ain't that good, you know? To me, it's whatever creates a cool, good user experience as quickly as possible so that I can get as much cool stuff in there as possible. Um, but you know, obviously I want to be trained ethically, and if I was to use the Roblox texture one, I probably would look more into it as to whether that's the case there, but does not seem to be something I need to worry about for now. Where did it apply it? I'm so confused. Did it just remove the? Did it just replace it with like a not? I don't know. I'm just deleting that. It looks bad. Yeah, I'm open to a texture picking thing, but ideally, like I'm fine with doing an override thing, but for the most part, I also want to have it support like the native original colors. You know, like I think we should have a version that is monocolored. We should have a version that is, and then we should have the original texture one, just in case. Okay, so now let's go through and um, I guess, yeah, let's surface appearance overlay transparency. That does not look good. Oh wait, okay, that's um, yeah, that. What is going on here? Why is the texture kind of sticking, even though it looks like it just needed a moment to update? Interesting. Makes me wonder how it actually looked with the overlay texture, with the transparency texture then. If I have to update it every time. No. Let's see. Let's try this again. Will we be able to texture the hair? Yeah, I think so. We probably should remove the fire thing though. That I know that's a cool thing to have in a hair in concept, but I want to have control over that so that if we do have like I don't want it to interfere with the auras necessarily, you know? Okay. So let's see. Is that a fire or is that a particle effect? Okay, so that's fire. Um, if V is a fire, or V is a smoke, or V is a sparkles, or V is a particle emitter, then V destroy, otherwise parent it. Nice. Just delete that for now. Uh, I should move this over. So v.parent equals. Okay, so I'm going to actually run this through. So, 4. So we're just going to start by removing all the stuff that we don't want. Let's see, what was that other one? It's like a, okay, so from there, yeah, we've got the only person, yeah, no, the coding streams seem to not be as popular for, who would have thought? But I think once we get some more cool functionality, it'll be more interesting. For now, it's really just it's kind of a situation where nothing really looks good. And I think that works against it. Let's see, is this having trouble? But yeah. All right, test.wait. Just gonna make a copy of that. But yeah, so we have this. Now, I guess let's just start by getting some textures and adding them. I will just call it retexturing. Okay, so if accessory find first child of class mesh part, then return. All right, so that should be faster. Now is dead. Well, okay, so let's do a retexture run. Okay, so let function uncolor hair, uncolor texture. Okay, so let's get an accessory equals surface appearance equals accessory, find first child of class, accessory. No, surface appearance. I want surface appearance. If not surface appearance, then return M. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the asset service to create an editable image. Goes asset service, create editable image async, texture ID. If accessory find first child of class editable image, then I've been delivered beautiful Mentos from my beautiful girlfriend. Thank you, love you. So editable image. Then I guess we want to return as well. So editable image equals create editable image async. So surface appearance dot normal map, metalness map. Metalness map is a normal map, metalness map, roughness map, color map. Okay, we want the color map. And so image, let's see, read pixels. Let me import this package I have. Import package image util. And so image util dot, no, wait, this is actually for byte encoding. Maybe grid util? Let's see how that one does. What was it? So grid util, wait, is that just not a thing? Oh, wait, I'm not sure I reported that. Okay, so read pixels. So position 2.0 to editable image dot size equals minus. All right, well, let's just see how that works. So read pixels returns local. Okay, so for that, okay, so for IV I pairs pixel array do. Okay, so for I equals 1, dang it, I always have to look up how to do the special for loop. Like the one where you where you increase by more than 1. It doesn't matter how many times I do it. I do it just infrequently enough that I have to look it up every time because I always get the order wrong. And it doesn't error because they're both numbers, and so it's just a headache. Okay. Count 10. Okay, so for count equals 10 as 0. Okay, so for count equals 1 pixel array, number of pixel array divided by 4 for do end. Okay, so I think that should do it. And then local R number, G number, B number, then A number equals pixel array I times 4 plus 0. Okay, so plus 0. Wait, so now it would be I minus plus 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So local color from, all right, so I'm just gonna go into create. All right, so read pixels. Let's try that. Read pixels reads a reticular region. Is it out of, okay, so it's between 0 and 1. So then I shouldn't do from RGB, I should do new. So RGB, local HSV equals color to HSV, local flat color equals color 3 dot from HSV, which would be H0V. And with this, we should be able to make stuff black and white, which is exciting. So then from there, we have, let's see what else. So uncolor texture. So from there, then we have to, okay, let's just actually define these. RI, GI, BI, AI. See, we're using AI on the blockchain. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. RI, RI, RI. Okay, so AI, BI, GI, EIEIO. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, so RI equals, okay, so we're gonna mass assign these. Flat color.r, flat color.g, flat color.b, and then whatever the A value was. Nice. Okay, so GI, BI, AI. All right, perfect. So this, in theory, will put, okay, so now editable image dot parent equals surface appearance. And from there, editable image right pixels. Okay, so I think this is good. Okay, so uncolor texture. So now we're just going to run through all this. Uncolor texture. Okay, so if is dead, then break, and we don't need it. We shouldn't have put get is dead into modernize accessory because that's just a single call. I think that was goofy. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so let's just remove it there. But then I think for the most part, okay, cool. So now let's see how that works. So if this works correctly, this should become monocolor. If it doesn't work correctly, then I'll be confused and have to figure out why. It's probably if it didn't error, it's probably because I did one of these wrong. If not, find first child of class, surface appearance, find first child, editable image, is dead, if is dead, then break, if is dead, then break, is dead, put false, accessory, expected accessory, uncolor texture hair. Okay, so welcome back to Gaming Zone. Chill, thoughts on fishing? I've done it, especially with my grandparents. My grandpa likes it. I guess I enjoy the social aspect of it, and I don't care, too much for fish. I know some people don't really like the idea of the cruelty of it, but like, I don't know. I feel like if until I go vegetarian, it's hypocritical for me to be like, oh, when I catch the fish, it's that's wrong, you know? And I'm probably not going to go vegetarian anytime soon. But yeah, no. Though it's not like I enjoy fish suffering. Let's not go that far, but it's just something you gotta reconcile, I think. Two words, Finding Nemo. Quality movie, quality movie. Get hair folder, children. Okay, I'm gonna start adding print statements for print uncoloring. Okay, skipping because it already has an editable image. Skipping because it has no surface appearance. Actually, I should just make it error if it doesn't have a surface appearance. No surface appearance found for. Let's see. Okay, so print skipping accessory because it has been modernized. Using texturing. All right, let's see. Create hair folder accessories. Um, loading. Um, loading uh, item of Okay, I think that should give me a pretty good overview of where we're slowing down. Okay. No surface appearance found for messy brown hair. Why not? This just isn't true. Okay, I'm just gonna make it recursive, and then we're gonna appearance for. And surface appearance is a surface appearance. Okay, find first child of class. If surface appearance, find first child of class editable image. It already has that. Yay. Okay, let's try again. Interesting. Guys, we did it. We did it, y'all. Okay, so how do we make this? Ah, dang. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is there a way for, can we publish this yet? Editable image, get, okay. Asset service, save prompt is saved. Create editable. How do I publish the image? Is that allowed yet? Prompt image animation, prompt create asset, asset creation, get game places, get audio metadata, create mesh part. Is it a feature of set reset property default, remove tag, read pixels, get property change signal? Let's see, draw. How do I actually write this out into a into bytes? You know? Let's see. Maybe let me try bringing in image util again. Do, do, do. Okay. I think I have the solution. We have to make the S value. No, the value itself be the inverse of the, so like the darker something is, the more, whereas the brighter should be higher transparency. Okay. Import hair. Okay, so we got those. Let's load these. Okay, can we? Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so let's delete that. Let's try again. What was it? What was I trying to do? Four live, top four live action Spider-Man movies. Mine are The Amazing Spider-Man 1 at number 4, one at 3, Spider-Man 2 at number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home at number 1. Um, yeah, I enjoyed No Way Home. It didn't feel like a Spider-Man movie though. I'm excited for what they're making next, but I think I probably liked Homecoming the most of the current Spider-Man MCU stuff. Thought that was cute, and I liked the villain. Um, I think that my favorite, I didn't care much for the original Spider-Man movies. I don't like the actor they had for him, Tobey Maguire. He just, I don't know. I know Spider-Man's supposed to be a nerd, but he's supposed to be relatable, and I feel like he was a nerd in all of the ways that weren't necessarily relatable. Um, I don't know. I felt that Tom Holland did a better job making Peter Parker feel like a person that you relate to. Um, but I liked, don't get me wrong, I think they're good movies. I think the original Spider-Man series had good movies, especially the second one, obviously. I just, I don't know. It, I just don't like Tobey Maguire that much. They feel that they're paced more like comedies almost. And I mean, I know they're more like they're supposed to be cheesier, and that's fine. I guess I'm not necessarily against a cheesy Spider-Man thing. I'd say that obviously Into the Spider-Verse is very much a comedy, but I think that where Spider-Verse does well in sort of balancing the humor and some of the comic campiness, it also is able to hit those heavier dramatic moments. And I just have trouble with the dram. I feel like the drama in the original Spider-Man movies is much more contrived. Like it feels kind of like a dumb soap opera at times. Like why does Harry become such a flat character all of a sudden? It feels like all the fights between MJ and Peter felt contrived. I don't know. It's like I think they did the action Spider-Man stuff part okay, but the Peter Parker stuff, I just feel like they really dropped the ball. Like there are some memes, but I don't think people watch that for Peter Parker. I think they watch it for Spider-Man. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. It's just my opinion at the end of the day, but it is one that I hold. I don't know. I don't think MJ cheated in the MCU films. So yeah, best MJ. Um, yeah, I appreciate it, Ken. Yeah, whenever I say something bad against the Raimi trilogy, I know I'm walking into a battle. So it's nice to hear that some people see where I'm coming from. Mm, let's see. Import hair. So what else am I trying to do here? I need to see why they're shrinking. Like what's actually happening with that there? Okay. So is it because when you scale it, it's okay, yeah. So I think it's because I need to be multiplying the different things by the scale. I can't just use the scale alone, which makes sense. So times parent dot size, and that should fix that, hopefully. Okay. Is there just no, okay. So it seems, I need to figure out why some of these are scaled so weirdly. Like, what's going on with this one, you know? Okay, let's try this again. How do I make it not wrap? Stack lines. Oh, well. Okay, so right here, the Elvis hairstyle. I should really just make it so that these are unlocked, you know? There we go. Handle. Okay, so what is going on here? So we have this scale and this size. And so I'm going to move this out and we're going to move this forward, and then we're going to run the next section of the rescale. Because it squashes it. You see that? It squashes it. Okay, so what should we be aiming for when it comes to the scaling? Okay, so we have the Elvis hair up here. Um, Thank you, Reversed Spider. Yeah, we're currently getting a hmm, this is a tough one because I can see that, like, okay, I'm just gonna not resize it and then see how that goes. Okay, let's load these ones in. Okay, success. Just don't resize them. All right, so just not resizing them seems to do the trick. Okay, so now we have the black and white versions. Okay, so that looks fine. Okay, so black and white. Now, though, we have to normalize it, which is going to be a headache. No, not really. It's not going to be a headache. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's start by, so we are going to uncolor texture. So then, let's just, okay, so local min value, max value equals 1, 0. So max min v equals math.min vv. Max v equals math.max v max v. All right, I should have put min v here. Why is this anchored me? What did I do? What did I do? Max val is never used. Oh, I should put v. Okay, so max v min v. And the reason for this is, okay, so let's just copy this over. I'm sure there's a way to do this without duplicating the code, but you know how it is. Okay, so now v equals v minus min v divided by, okay, so local v range equals max v minus min v. And so that will hopefully so first we're gonna get the range, and that should allow for some cool stuff. So let's check this out. No, zone Y. Yeah, Twitter's a bit of a nightmare. Okay, so it looks like the uncoloring is going okay. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Okay. So this is cool. All right, so we have different levels of uncoloring. And this should allow us to do stuff like that. See? Where you can actually like tint it. Thing is, what to do when the saturation is low, you know? Like we have some, okay, so if v range is over 0, then else v equals 1. So let's see, so saturation equals 0. Okay, so we're just trying to get a good, you know, like you see, we can get like things are recoloring now. Hey there, Shardo. Thank you for stopping by. Right now, we are doing some texture manipulation to get changing colors. So that should be pretty cool. You know, let's see. Okay, let's actually take this here and function to grayscale. Okay, we are going to have an editable image. Okay, so let's just start by doing that. So editable image, pixel array. Okay, so pixel array. So now we know to grayscale. Okay, so we're gonna instead go and just put that there, which set alpha let's see, the key alpha to color. Okay, so now we have RGB for to key alpha to, I guess, value. To inverse. So yeah, let's just do it like that. RGB. Okay, so color. Why is it still angry at me? Final color 218. Oh yeah. Okay, so I need to remove that. E alpha to inverse value. Okay, so we're gonna take this function normalize value. So let's take this entire thing and copy it up. Okay, so we have v range min v max v range final color. Okay, so I think that is okay. Looks like looks like you're fighting the Mad Hatter now in Arkham City. Ooh, nice, enjoy. That was a fun game. I don't think I ever played it directly, but I know I watched a few friends play it back in college. Do, do, do. AI. So I think this should fix things a bit. Okay, so first, okay, so to grayscale editable image. Normalize value editable image. Key to alpha inverse. editable image. Function. Okay, so let's see, function create texture variants. Source accessory, local folder equals instance dot new source. Get hair folder, get children. We should stop doing the assertions. If hair is a accessory, then end. Just did break end. Guys, I know this isn't the most exciting stream, but y'all don't understand how fun this part is to me. It genuinely is. Like, this is the cool part. Okay, it's probably for the best that the boring part isn't one where I'm talking too much. Oh, really? I don't think I ever saw that scene. But I do like when characters' appearances are modified. I think that that and when you have like them set in a different like art style or universe or something, like just so many cool things, so many cool variations. Like give me like a steampunk Star Wars character set, that's just a win. Okay, let's see, Mad Hatter Batman mask. Oh wow, that is creepy. That's the number one rule of horror, I think. You mess with the eyes, and that'll get you super far. Um, okay, so uncolor texture, create texture variants. Source accessory folder.name equals source.name. Folder.parent equals source.parent. Source.parent equals folder. Source.name equals original. Source. Okay, so now, let's see, local grayscale. Let's see. Okay, so uncolor texture. Let's see. Local uncolor variant equals source. How did I set the pivot again? How did I set the C frame? C frame. Okay, so local depth spacing. Let's make that 4. Function set accessory C frame. Or how about just do pivot accessory? Pivot accessory. Accessory CF C frame and local part equals accessory. Find first child of class, which is a base part. Assert part found for accessory. Hey there, Adam. Welcome. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I'm finally someone gets it. Yeah, no, I think coding is very much I think it's a lot more empowering than real life often because you can just set rules and have them be followed. It's nice. You're just the only thing you're limited by is your own intelligence for the most part or skill, and those are things that can be built up with practice. Um, let's see. So return. So part pivot to CF. Yeah, though some people go the extreme and think that just because programming does have those qualities means that if they try hard enough, they'll be able to succeed. And sometimes your ability does not scale that quickly. You can still fail at something in programming. It's very easy. Um, but I think that for the most part, you'll never permanently fail at something. You just have to choose the best battles to fight. Hey there, Caraverse, welcome. Hey, Ken, well, I'm glad to hear you programming. Uh, yeah, no, I think it's definitely fun once you're fluent in it. I think that when you're first learning the language, that's painful. It's painful no matter what. But once you're fluent, then it just feels like in some ways, I think programming feels like a more natural language than my own thinking or speaking. Uh, let's see, pivot local accessory equals pivot accessory source clone accessory. Um, no, wait, that doesn't return anything. So I need to pivot accessory C frame. Okay, I need to get, now I need to get accessory pivot. Get accessory pivot. So this should return a C frame. Part. Okay, so return part get pivot. Okay, so get accessory pivot. Um, accessory. Okay, times C frame dot new 0, 0, depth spacing times 1. Okay, so how about accessory equals accessory name is equal to monocolor if folder find first child accessory dot name, then okay, so pivot accessory and uncolor texture. So now let's see how this looks. Okay, let's delete these again. Though this will mean if we're keeping, okay, so you can do completely agree. Air, just air. I wasn't sure if your name was All Right or Air because my glasses are like 5 years old. Uh, okay, so this looks good. Okay, so now Oh, wait, I messed it up. Whoops. Okay, so wait, so why did it mess up? Why did it mess up? Oh, wait, because I never actually hooked up this. Okay. Um, create texture variants. That makes more sense. Okay, so now, let's just start this with just a few instead of waiting a bunch of time. Okay. All right, so why is it messing up? Okay, so I have create texture variants. That should be fine. Okay, so then source, so I should return the folder, I guess. Return folder, folder, um, folder dot parent equals get hair folder. So create texture variants. Why is it uncoloring that specific one? Pivot accessory, accessory, pivot accessory, pivot. Okay, let's try that again. Is it not syncing my code? Let's try. Um, okay, so what I'm trying to do is the reason that I'm doing it like this instead of just bearing um, is because the dream is that I'll be able to have this entire workflow be one that's somewhat automated. So I can actually do a thing where it just loads them dynamically instead of loading like 100 of them at once. But two, so that I can just add new characters pretty easily or new hairs and such. Okay. Okay, so you see like right here, okay, we have, hmm, okay, so why did that not work? It was nil, then pivot accessory to there. Oh, did I never parent it? It's embarrassing. Folder. Okay, let's try this again. Did all the work, I just never parented it. That's funny. Okay. Okay, so function create texture folder, source, accessory, folder, and create maybe variant folder. All right, so local source equals folder find first child original. Assert source is a accessory. Source and source is an accessory. Bad source in folder get full name. Oh wait, I forgot to put the little thingies at the end. Hey there, J squared or just J. Welcome. Yeah, we're doing some programming. Add texture variants. So create variants folder. Okay, so now let's see locks. I'm not sure I understand, but thank you for being here. So let's see. We have, so add texture variants, get variant folder as pivot accessory, all these things, accessory.parent. I'm curious, y'all. Do you consider this code readable? Like when you look at it, does it kind of make sense? Like even though you aren't necessarily a programmer, like the fact that I'm trying to pivot something, I'm trying to uncolor something, I'm like organizing stuff. Um, I'm really curious about the audience experience here. Dreadlocks. Well, those should be usable here. Um, okay, so I believe. Okay, so we have the monocolor version. Nice. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, we're making some progress. Depth spacing. Let's see. Function, surface appearance, accessory, surface appearance. Okay, so local surface appearance equals import child. Yep, another gaming zone classic or zone. Sorry. How about this? Well, I'll work on remembering that I should call you zone, and you work on remembering that you have told this joke a few times already. I do agree though. It is odd terminology. I can understand the basics. Granted, I took a class in Java. Sending new data and saying, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you if you took a class in Java, you're more than qualified to read Lua. I was never a fan at Java. I just felt so clunky to me. C sharp was nice. Um, much appreciated zone. Okay, so accessory parent. I'm trying to get this as okay. So how about function try try create texture variant, and that should be accessory. So that should lead to nothing. Oh, um, this is a headache. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. How about let's make a set editable image function. All right. So local surface appearance equals get surface appearance accessory. And then if the surface first child of class editable image equals false, then, because we only want, or not equals false, it doesn't return a Boolean. It returns, I should put a not. So in case it returns nil. And so instead, okay, so uncolor texture. So let's put that here. Equals surface appearance equals get surface appearance. And so hopefully, okay, so this should be a lot more localized. Okay, so I cannot wait for Roblox to release editable images. For now, we're mostly just using it from like a testing standpoint, but eventually we're going to have to bake all of these, which isn't the end of the world. Like you can automate it, but it takes time. Yeah, no, at the ending brackets, I have to get used to that. Yeah, you're right, Air. The problem is I have to do that a lot in C sharp now too because I do some contracts with it, and so like I'll just end up doing it on habit in Lua, which to Lua's credit, it doesn't get angry at you when you do that. Some languages do, which I think is unfair, but it's just not necessary for the most part. So surface appearance, unless you're trying to put a lot of stuff in the same line, in which case usually don't do that. Editable image. Let's try now. So how about, so we have monocolor. Let's just run that and then see how far we get. Okay. It's converting all of them. That's cool. Is it done? Hold up. That's not right. Why does it think it's done? Okay, so original. Did I forget to parent it again? I forgot to put not. Okay. It's annoying. Okay. Thankfully, we made this a fairly modular thing that handles errors well. A kid told his friends when I quadruplets the names of anyone. Don't want no Mo. That's funny. Poor Mo. Okay. What is with the drop in frame rate? What's happening there? Because of all the textures? Oh wait, no, it's fine now. Okay. Guess it was just all that writing to disk. Okay, so we have, for the most part, okay, so we have that. Let's make a light variant where, so like, as you can see right here, we have some clamped textures. Ooh, this one looks ugly. It's because it's multicolor. Okay, that makes sense. What is with the rescale on this one? Is that correct? What is going on here? Messy hair. Why are there multiple messy hair ones? I guess it doesn't have to be a unique thing. Um, hmm, Guess I should probably name it like messy hair, then like the okay. So let's create an item key. Um, Function get item key, item data. No, okay. Item data, and then we'll just have that return string. Um, so return item. Let's see. Does it the names here? Let's see how bad are the names? Hair accessory. So it looks like they have a lot of stuff we wouldn't want to include. Okay, let's not do it at a key level. Let's just when the accessory loads, we will just name it manually, like accessory dot name, and then I will have the item ID just to keep them tell them apart. Okay, but let's see what's happening here with the rescaled one. Position, orientation. Okay. Uh, let's see. So we're going to get those ones in. Okay, so now we have this hair. Where messy hair, messy hair. There we go. Okay, so we're going to move this one out, move it forward, and we're going to figure out what's going wrong with the actual import process. Okay, so we need so let's see what this is annoying. Why is the mesh for this one larger? You know, how do you even determine like original mesh scale? Okay, so size 1.03. Okay, how would I move this here? Okay, surface appearance. Sounds good, gaming zone? Or sorry, zone. Caraverse has added alfalfa. I'm guessing that's what reminded you to eat. The delicious alfalfa vegetable. I don't know. I've never actually had alfalfa, I don't think. So handle. So what is going on here? How do we genuinely, how do I determine the size of this thing? Okay, so okay, so hair attachment, mesh. So how about let's start by just adding these. Okay, so genuinely, how do you determine how big this is supposed to be? Okay, so when it's a special mesh, okay, so when it's a special mesh, it has this scale. So I would argue times 0.55. Okay, I think I figured it out. It's not that you need to set it to something. It is that you have to multiply the size, the size when it spawns by the scale. So hopefully that will fix everything. Okay. All right, so that should be enough. Let's recolor these. Why does sometimes the texture break when I mass change that? You know? Okay, so it looks like it's loading this in. Okay, so we have these different hairstyles. And I think, what else could we do to make it easier for people to recolor it? Because not all of these look good recolored. For instance, this one is darker. So I guess maybe we'll do an inversion one. Okay, let's normalize value. How about let's do function invert value, editable image, and take the same thing here, and then have it be to HSV, final color equals color 3 from HSV, HSV 1 minus V, so swapping that out, keep the A, final color dot R final color, G final color dot B. And so yeah, so that all should fit. Invert value. So now to grayscale, normalized value. Okay, so to grayscale. Okay, so we're going to copy this. Inverse monocolor. Editable image, create editable image, async. To grayscale, normalized value, invert value, editable image. So that should hopefully be cool. Hmm. Okay, so some of these look better, some of them don't. But yeah, for the most part, I think it's pretty good. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah, I mean, like, functionally, this is about as far, I think, as we're going to be able to go with this for now. It's cool, though. Yeah, so all of these, of course, can be recolored dynamically. Oh, what? Oh, hey there, Rex. So what I'm doing is basically I made a workflow to mass import hair from the catalog and then do some post-processing on it so that say that you really like this hairstyle, for instance, but you know, or let's see, let's find one which is a little bit cooler. Okay. Okay, this one's fine. Yeah, so say you find this hairstyle, but your hair color isn't this. You could then select from either a monoscale one, like this, and then change its colors to match. Or there's, of course, the inverse one if you want the tips to be darker. And so, yeah, like you can do a lot of stuff. Same thing with here, like, you know, just have that. Yeah, I think it comes out looking pretty well for the most part. But some of them I think will need a degree of some of them. Not all of these will be winners necessarily. You should have customizable trails for speed and flight. I'm definitely open to customizable trails. That might be part of the aura mechanic, but we're not going to necessarily tackle that right now. But I think that's something that might be, it also might be part of the powers themselves, like changing how the power appearance looks. Can you still add old hairs from Superhero 2? Well, all of the old hairs from Superhero Life 2 are they're just catalog assets for the most part. Let's see. Local asset ID attribute equals asset ID. Um, so load accessory. Um, so item.id. What else? So from there, this workflow file is getting pretty long. We're almost at 400 lines. What else? What else? Get hair folder, texture, surface, modernize, da, 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 da. Texture, add textures variant, create variant folder, normalize value, invert value, key to alpha texture. Well, I guess a no texture variant would be good. So you can just do like get it. So if you wanted to just focus on the material itself. Okay. So that should work. Okay, so now that we've gotten that more or less set up, let's get the exceptions. Data, docs, asset, asset import exceptions, that YAML. Okay, so there, data hair import exceptions. Okay, so let's just start with import hair. Let's just get a basic pass on what things even look good. Okay, so we're going to set up this. Okay, so okay, maybe we should have like tags or something. Actually, I don't know if I want to do this via something. I want to write up a workflow for setting the metadata dynamically. Okay, so file. So how many? So select children. How many of these are there? 273. So we're about halfway there. Okay. So we're gonna go through this once, I think, and then thoughts on the new Superman suit. I thought it looked fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm not picky enough. I I felt that. I mean, I'm not saying that it's the perfect suit or anything. I think by and large, I don't know. I can't think of an actual Superman suit I've like really loved. I think I actually no, that's not true. Well, okay, I can't think of a live action one that I really loved. I think they all have strengths and weaknesses. I think that the Man of Steel one went too far in that kind of realism direction and lost some of the original charm. But all the other ones are just too 70s. Like, like it's just you can tell that like that, it was of its era, but I really haven't seen a Superman outfit which I like, really loved. Um, I don't know. Maybe the CW one. I mean, that one was fine, but it didn't really leave an impression on me either. So make of that what you will. Okay. Famous last words of the Flash. Want to see how fast I can run backwards? R.I.P. It's nice knowing you. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try one of these Mentos. Someone gifting you Mentos is a funny thing because on the one hand they taste delicious, and so like someone getting them for you makes sense. On the other hand, they could just be telling you have bad breath. I'm I'm gonna choose to take this at face value for now. Yeah, the let's see. So right now, I these are all of the hairstyles. Right now, we're going to work on um, sort of encoding them and leading to a faster. Oh, uh-oh, failed to upload texture pack. It was getting angry at us for a second. But yeah, so we're getting this running. Uh, yeah, we're just swapping out all of these with like the proper surface appearance stuff. Ooh, I was angry. Yeah, and then we're going to go through and we're actually going to specify which ones we're keeping and which ones we're not. Failed to upload texture pack. PBR textures may not be visible in game. No, no. I'm gonna have to use our imagination here, folks. It seems like it's failing a lot. It seems I may have hit the actual limit for it. Oh well. Dang, it went through that fast. Let's just clear that nonsense. Okay, actually, I'm gonna pause. I'm just gonna pause and go to the restroom. Okay, because this is gonna take another minute. Say hello to my wonderful girlfriend, and we have that. Will there be gravity? Yes. Quote of the day: always take candy from strangers. Definitely, free candy. Don't want to pass that up. Okay, so this, as the workflow is running, I am going to. I'm just going to sit here and let it go through all that. So, yeah. Okay, so I'll go to the restroom. Be right back. By the time this is done, I'll be back. All right, be right back. I am back. Let's see, have we finished this yet? No, oh wow, okay. Oh goodness, it's gonna take forever. The will there be oxygen? Yeah, yeah, should be. Okay, so yeah, the all right. So we're making progress. Um, yeah, so the reason we want to do it this way is because, we're going to mass import it, then we're going to tag it and say like, okay, we want to keep this one. This one should be considered, hair haircuts. Yeah, the yeah. So we're gonna ignore some of them because some of them just don't work. We're just gonna have a little tag that says like, oh yeah, has glasses or something. Um, there will be heads zone. Yeah, the I found it really elevates the gaming experience to have a head. Very immersive. This is killing me. Okay, let's see. Let's check out the render. Okay, so we have 4,000 draws. It is struggling. We are getting 10 frames per second. Let's see. How many triangles do we have? Around 6 million, which I believe is about 10 times, 12 times more than you're supposed to have. Ooh, that's rough. You can tell hair is a heavy thing. Okay, so we're going to assemble the metadata for this. There's some cool stuff though. Let's see. Um, okay, so we've got the hairs loading in. Come on, come on. You know what the worst thing is? This is going to, um, these different hairstyles are going, yeah, that is a lot of hair. Will there be brains? Maybe, depends. Yeah, it turns out brains can cause people to downvote sometimes. And that's not an ideal outcome. Yeah, so right now, yeah, so chill. Yeah, we are basically making texture variants of different, we're procedurally making texture variants. Um, Hopefully allowing us to have a pretty cool set of textures. But yeah, so that's the current plan. Uh, yeah, just going through. Yeah, no, brains were not involved in the decision to change Twitter to X. That is a no brain. It's funny how no brainer can mean both. This is a very easy, good idea, and also this is very like no brain can mean stupid. Like you know, it's weird. It's kind of like the phrase "it's all downhill from here" can both mean good or bad, kind of, because like it's all downhill. Like things are going downhill can be bad, but then like also going downhill can be easier, and so it could be saying things are easier. Um, it's all up from here, positive. It's all uphill from here, negative. It's weird. No, it's not using AI texture generation. It's actually just doing basic image editing. So you know how they have editable images now? What I do is I load in the original texture and then I go through the actual bit data um, and literally just like flip pixels and like just do some basic math on them. It's basically what like Paint.net or Paint or GIMP or whatever does when you apply a filter. It just writes over the original image data. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, unless they release editable images in time, which they probably won't. That's probably going to take a while, if I had to guess. Um, the main, we'll just have to mass export this data, mass export this as images, which isn't the end of the world. It's just, odds are because this isn't the most fun thing to watch, it's literally just me waiting for the process to finish. Um, I can imagine. Let's see. Let's see. I can't wait for this. I'm excited to see how many suits get converted over to the new character editor. Yeah, I'm excited to do that. That'll actually be a fun process. So we're probably just gonna mass download a bunch of user data and then like see how and like run some tests just to make sure everything's visually lining up. Um, but it should be fun. Okay. There's gonna be a whole like translation layer for sure. Hey, they're up to level. Thank you again for yesterday. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, so let's see. I was curious on your thoughts about the medieval fantasy related games, whether it's making your own sometimes in the future or just thoughts on the current ones that exist now. I have made medieval fantasy games in the past, long time ago for the most part. It's not a genre which I necessarily dislike. I think that there are some good stories that embrace elements of it, whether it be from, I know I enjoyed Game of Thrones a lot, or at least I did before that final season. Um, let's see. Lord of the Rings, uh, I enjoyed Narnia. There are good medieval things. I think it's just, I've always been more drawn to sci-fi. Um, And so, if I'd probably make a steampunk game before I made a classic medieval fantasy type one. The but I think that the main question with medieval stuff is the slowness of movement. Um, if like same thing with this is also a thing that the Wild West genre deals with, where in a Wild West game, anyone who played Red Dead Redemption can probably say that movement is slow. Combat, even though they sped it up, is still, not exactly like GTA 5 minigun level. Just with older technology, unless you embrace some magic stuff, you know, there's a lot of aspects of future and modern technology which makes it easier from a game design perspective to allow people to move around quickly. Like a horse is good, but a horse can only go like 20 miles per hour before it starts looking ridiculous. Meanwhile, a car can go top speed. You can also have a helicopter, like, you know, or a plane, like, and you can have a dragon. But even then, like, also it's worth mentioning it putting like making a car go versus a horse. With horses, you have to have like a bunch of animations and some inverse kinematics to make it look right. It's just a genre where I feel you have to put in a lot more effort to make it feel good. And I think it pays off. Like, obviously, it's a smaller market because of the difficulty, but at the same time, and that doesn't necessarily change how much people demand it. People could like the two games the same. And so I wouldn't necessarily say it's something I'd never do. It's just more of a um, how to best implement one when I could make possibly a sci-fi game in, you know, two-thirds the time. Uh, but yeah, if I do make a medieval game at some point, it'll be like a fantasy one where I can do magic and teleportation and all that crazy stuff. Skybound. I vaguely remember that. Funnily enough, up the level, I actually made a game called Cloudside that was steampunk ships fighting each other, or not each other. They were fighting like these generic monsters. So yeah, no, I definitely think that if like those kinds of up in the air games are very fun. Um, yeah, no, Deep Space Life was a very fun project. I definitely want to do more like space games. Night Ships, I think, was, you know, a good movement forward that, but it also lacked some of the charm because it was still only really a tech demo. Hey there, Ryan. Welcome. So right now, Ryan, I am doing mass parsing and manipulating of character hairs and stuff. Um, so yeah, the let me see the tag editor. So view plugin. Yeah, so we are going to hopefully, because what I want to do here is say like all of these can be recolored. Yeah, so that's helpful. Um, yep, I guess you're right, Zone. That is true. Um, yeah, and so I think so. Let's just go through and we're going to do some organization. So tag editor. Um, let's make a tag group. How about skip? We're gonna make a skip tag. Um, then let's make a new group for it. Group, new group one. Assets. Okay, so skip. We'll also make one. See, what's another one? Yeah, yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Ryan. I appreciate it. Yeah, and yeah, I will do my best not to eat hair, as delicious as it may look. You know, that's the hardest battle in game dev, not eating all the hair. Um, but yeah, no, thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Okay, so I think so. What are some other ones? multicolor. So then let's see, so multicolor decorations. Okay, so has accessories is multi-tone. Okay, so let's just is multi-tone, has accessories. Okay. Trying to figure out what else is multi-tone. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think this looks pretty correct. Is multi-tone. Let's just make one more. Like has pins. Um, or what's like a hair ornament called, you know? I don't recall if you made any NPC in many of your games. I personally think kind of increased replayability. No, I actually completely agree. In fact, one of my favorite games of all time is Hitman, the Hitman series. Um, and so I do want to do some cool stuff with NPCs. The problem is I just haven't really done. I had that's kind of a path I've gone down since Mortal Metal. I think Mortal Metal was the first game I had that was NPC related, and I didn't really do a good job in it. Um, yeah, so the yeah, so that's that didn't work out. But I definitely want to have the NPCs in this game for sure. Um, okay, let's just go through. Okay, so let's just do. So how about let's also is retexture. So we're going to put this in the is retexture. Okay, so this one's going to be grow anime hair blonde, grow anime hair red. Okay. Ace hair. Oh, this is just going to take forever, isn't it? Okay. Um, just trying to think if like there's got to be a better way. All right. How about assets? Let's okay. As facial hair. Let's see. Sorry if I'm stream lagging, but will you be using the code that you set for buildings to give the illusion of fully designed here? Yes, that's definitely the plan, Joe. Yeah, we're gonna only flesh that code out more and more. We want to make this game as low tech debt as possible, and that means automating some of the more detail heavy stuff. Um, And that should carry across the games, ideally. Um, uh, duh, duh, duh. Okay, I'm just trying to imagine. Uh, okay, so let's just do, how about let's leave the, let's just start going through the accessories one. Um, uh, First, monocolor. Okay, so let's just select all those. Okay, now monocolor, let's select those. Bam. Okay, I know it seems a bit counterintuitive, but I'm just, the problem is I'm being a bit indecisive. Uh, but this should make things load a bit faster. The problem is we're not going to have enough time to go through all of these necessarily. And so there's just, okay, so how about, multi-hue? All right, so okay, so that one I could say is multi-hue. Has pins, has pins or bow, um, has pins or bow. I'm curious, do these have the same mesh? Okay, so 13707.796, 13707.796. All right, so these do have um, the same bow. Okay. Uh, okay. Need to focus, need to focus. Okay, so this one has pins or bow. That one um, has accessories. What else? Has pins or bow. Do we count these hair curlers as accessories? I don't really know. I guess so. Yeah, has pins or bow. All right, cool. Um, when it comes to our role play, technically everyone has plot armor if they want it. That is true. That is true. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's normal to hate things that are popular, so it might just be that. I think anime, there's so much anime. It's like saying you hate movies. You know, it's like there's such a wide variety in it that I feel like saying you hate it in entirety is a bit, unlikely. Um, has hair, has accessories, has accessories. Um, let's see what else. Hair. Okay, so let's check this out. Okay, so tag. Okay, so it is multicolor. I don't even know how you describe. I guess this is this an accessory or a bow? Okay. Let's just has accessories. Has accessories. Okay. Has pins. Okay. Okay. It has decorations. I guess we'll just go with that for now. Has decorations. Artificial pieces. Okay. The will there be air? Yes. Yes. I no. So far, except for my space games, most of them do have air. Let's see. Let's see. This is multicolor. Okay. Has I guess I'm just gonna go with has decorations. I keep going back and forth on what to call that one. Has accessories is when it's like something that's not related to the hair. Like for example, I'd say these ones have accessories. Um, yeah, and I'm saving multicolor for when it's two clearly two different colors, not just like the tone or something, you know. Uh, so yeah, so I think the armor itself will be the armor do something similar with the hair as well, but instead of colors, it will be different styles. I don't the armor itself. I want to have a lot of variety, but at the same time, like the hair is a little bit easier because it's really just there are clear what's it called? It's a lot smaller of a range, I feel. And so yeah, I'm just going to go through add metadata. And we're in terms of importing custom accessories for armor and stuff. We'll see. That one I might have to do more custom stuff, but we'll see. If we can recycle, we'll recycle. But that isn't necessarily the main goal. Okay, so it has accessories. I like this hair. It's a cool hair. Um, has was this an accessory or decoration? I'd say that goes into full on accessory. What I put for the this one's accessory. Yeah, okay. Like if it's something like obviously you know, has facial hair. Um, has accessories and has decorations. What else? Has accessories. All right, yeah. So it looks like we're almost at the end of the stream. I'm probably going to do a little bit more of this organization tagging work. So off video because it's not the most interesting stuff. Um, so I'll probably get that done. But yeah, expect to see me again tomorrow. And yeah, well, hopefully we should be able to get back to rendering characters. All right. Well, let's see. Still planning on having healing? Yes, healing should be there. I don't know exactly how it's going to be implemented, but we'll definitely still have healing. Let's see. Yeah, let's see, I think I just kind of zoned out and didn't really add any of these, did I? Okay, so this one has decorations. What about breathing? Breathing confirmed. All right, that'll be all for today, folks. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I think it'll be exciting to start getting into more of the character rendering next time. But yeah, I expect me to have a little bit more progress because I know this isn't the most exciting stuff and I want to get through it quickly. But yeah, see y'all later. Bye.